This old guy DIY video has to do with part 2 of trying to repair the sand filter on an above ground pool. So last time I put a stainless steel washer on the inside and a stainless steel washer on the outside, and then I put this stainless steel screw through it. And the rust you see is from an automotive clip that I had put on there as a retainer. That was not stainless steel, so you see it just rusted away with that chlorine water coming on it. So on the outside I had taken the grinder with just a grinding wheel and I had scuffed this stuff up, and I thought it would be enough for the JB Weld to adhere to it. But after about 4 weeks, the JB Weld started getting cracks in it and this thing was leaking again. So based on what I saw online, first of all, the pool professionals say don't even try to fix these vessels because they're high pressure vessels. But what I'm going to do now is I think the JB Weld product here cracked off because as this thing is expanding due to being in the hot sun and also having the pressure on the inside, that JB Weld product couldn't expand with it. So today I'm going to rough up this area with this wire wheel right here, and I'm using a different JB product. This one is going to be JB Clear Weld, and on the back specifically it says plastic and PVC, and I'm going to give it a try. So I'm going to use this to rough up the outside, and then I'm going to come over here with a propane torch. And I read online that if you flash this with heat, it helps get the shiny crap so it will accept the epoxy. So I'm going to hit this with a propane torch, and then I'm going to put the epoxy on the outside. And I'm also going to grab a latex glove from my TSA training kit, smear the two-part epoxy on my finger, and go on the inside and smear it over my washer on the inside. Now I took a couple pictures of what the inside looks like, and the washer looks great, but the JB Weld that I had around it had not adhered to the plastic, and I just peeled that out here a minute ago. So before I do the interior again, I'm going to take a piece of 220 grit sandpaper and just reach in there and rough it up as much as I can. We'll see if this repair will take. I misspoke, I'm using 50 grit sandpaper. I want the rough stuff, so I'm trying to rough up the interior of that vessel so the epoxy will stick. Then I took a couple of photos of the inside that I'll include, but I don't know how good they are. So I roughed the area of the tank up with the wire wheel, and I came back with a propane torch, and I just kind of went over the top a little bit and wiped it off with a rag. Now it's time to apply the epoxy. Now this stuff mixes up pretty thin. It's almost like log cabin syrup. So I don't think it's going to work well on the inside where I have to basically work on a ceiling. So now that I've roughed up the inside, I think I'm going to go back to the old JB Weld product and put that there since I have it sanded with sandpaper. But on the outside I have this JB Clear. So I mixed up my old style JB Weld and I put on my TSA glove and went to the inside here and smeared it on. After mixing my old style JB, I had a little left, so I just put some around the top edge here. I hate to waste Old Faithful.